What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of
Girl Flop.
And today we are talking everything Taylor, the Life of A Showgirl, the reception, everything.
Oof.
Yeah. So
Let's get into it.
yeah, just keep on watching on Girl Flop. So just for some context, today is October the 6th, so just 3 days after the album. And like everybody on the internet, we have some opinions.
Oof, many opinions.
And Beyonce performed at the Super Bowl halftime, and you know I've got an opinion.
Yeah, but if you wanna hear the full review from the album, we're gonna post a link over here because we went track by track.
Yes.
I feel like Taylor cursed us because it was a bit of a mess with the editing. It took years out of our lives.
Yes. We are not gonna talk about this anymore, but look at us. Like, we are back today, as we say, like we are not talking about the tracks itself. You got that video for that. We're gonna talk about, the reaction on the internet, the drama with Charlie.
So because from the other video, you were a little bit more positive towards the album, but you were not loving it. So I kind of wanna know if your opinion has
You're
changed.
putting me on the spot.
And just, we are here to talk.
No, I think it's not a great album. It's just an average album from Taylor. Actually, I think it's if I put in order the 12 albums that she released so far, it's easily my bottom 3, bottom 4. So, she can do better. Where is in your ranking?
They're all bottoms for me. So.
Because you love a bottom,
I do.
isn't it?
Just he can never not be gay for 5 seconds. I'm just like, can you not be gay for 5 minutes?
Should we talk a little bit about maybe sales and critics' reception? You give us the numbers because I know you have them.
Okay, so if you're a Swiftie or if you like the world of sales, you will know like for a while Adele is holding the record of the biggest first week of sales, which is on 3.7 million units in US. And Taylor has been trying to reach that milestone and she never got it before. But the first day of sales, she did already 2.9 millions, only in the US. So it seems like it's very reachable for her to break that record, which for me is like the record like she really wants to have. And she knows that every year sales are less, so it's something that you get it now or you don't get it.
Should we talk a little bit about the record? Because for me, this album proved that no matter what she releases, she's always gonna have big sales, even if fan base don't like it. But I have to say, she released the album pre-order and the variants, a lot of them, before even announcing the music.
I mean, it's fine, I'll drink it. But it's not what I paid for. It's not. It sucks. It's fucking horrible. Anyway.
So for me, it's like you didn't care about the music at all, you just want the sales. And she went ahead with the variants, the countdowns, the cardigans.
Do you think she knew this album wasn't great?
I think she's so delusional at this point that she didn't. No, like for me, she thinks she's so big that everything she's gonna do is gonna do well, and everything is amazing. And I do think she doesn't see anything wrong with the album.
But for me, it's more like a cash grab because, like I say in the other video, the concept of the album, what she was selling pre-album was this imaginary about the showgirl, like the cabaret, everything that is in the background, in the backstage. I was imagining, like everybody was imagining, like something more festive, more jazzy, more cabaret, and we don't get any of that. Apart from a couple of songs, we don't get any of that. So it seems like she was selling an idea that she doesn't really believe in it, and also the fact like she's not gonna promote at all, like she's not gonna.
Thanks God.
She's not gonna tour, like she already said, like she's really tired and she's not gonna tour. So I feel like she was maybe too obsessed in selling like different variants, and now we got this new picture, so just buy this new vinyl. And the thing is like, for what? Like now I have all these variants and it doesn't sound like any of you were selling. So
where's the barbecue sauce?
Oh, I forgot to tell you we don't have any.
Oh, well, I'm gonna need a refund. That's something you should have told me before I sat and ordered the order.
So,
did you see how many Swifties
disappointing.
are posting pictures with like, I don't know, 10, 15 variants? So for me, this is why I cannot take her sales seriously, because for me, they're not a good representation of what everybody's buying or listening. I mean, I'm sure. Hold on. I'm sure she's. Hold on.
I'm not done talking yet. You will speak when I'm done.
Let's not start yet. I didn't drink. I didn't smoke, so I'm ready today.
Oh, honey.
Girl.
Well, I have to say that I'm sick. I'm sick, so I'm doing it. I don't have voice.
Thank God.
I got a cold. So you know that this is very the life of a showgirl.
Yeah.
You know, you need to be.
The show must go on.
Okay, you go.
So yeah, for me, it doesn't really. I know she has like a big fan base, but for me, her sales and her records don't really hold much because we know it's always the same people buying it. I know the first pick is gonna be really big because everybody's interested in the album, but I don't think it's really organic. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with that, but it's been a while since the first week of any big artist is really representative of the album. Yeah, and probably Taylor is the biggest representation of that. I can see her easily selling in US for 4 millions in the first week. And there's no 4 million of fans buying the album. Like there's this one that has bought 15 different variants and another. Still it's the biggest artist selling, but it doesn't mean that there's 4 million people buying.
And she's still releasing another more variants, and it's like.
Hoof today, like for me was like, this point of like, come on girl, you need to stop. Today Monday she released like 4 new different CDs. Where she released like 2 different like in one of them like the acoustic version of the Fate of Ophelia. Instead like there's 8 new versions, not new songs, new versions of the song, and instead of putting the 8 songs in the same variant, it's like 2 on each. So if you're a fan, if you're a collectionist fan, you need to spend money in buying another 4 different copies. Is like too much.
And it counts as like 4 copies towards the charts. And I also do not blame her entirely. For me, this is more like an industry problem. I think Billboard should stop this. But that's a different conversation. But again, for me, that's why I don't never see her as like a true pop star or like the main pop star. Because for me, when you take off the sales, her legacy is a little bit bland. Like she hasn't done anything interesting to move the music forward. She's always done the same thing, and this album, it's more and more and more of the same.
I just came back from the dead and they told me, you still not that girl.
So like to be honest to the truth, with the sales variants and physical variants and vinyls, like you can maybe you can be inflated, but what you cannot inflate is the streaming.
Yes,
wait, because I'm gonna say that. And she got Fate of Ophelia first day 30 millions of streamings. That cannot be changed, that cannot be inflated.
Yeah, but so for me the point with Swift is like, who cares? Do you think in 30 years people are gonna be like, oh, Taylor Swift, do you remember when she sold the many amount of copies? Nobody cares.
You're just a piece of garbage. If I can get you, I'll get you.
No, but it's a representation that people actually, even if it's a good or bad, like the interest is there.
Yeah, no, I am not debating this. I'm just debating her place in the pop music.
No, but that's different.
No, but that's what I'm debating.
No,
You're debating something different.
No, but we're talking about sales. In terms of sales, she's a monster. She's a monster hit, and she can sell everything. With more variants, like with more PR strategies.
Yeah, but she's like McDonald's.
Wow. I love the taste of nothing.
They just sell. I mean, this is for me, she's like a capitalist marketing.
Yeah.
Every year she has to do more and more and more, and I feel like now she's at the point where she stopped expanding her fan base, so she's trying all the tricks to get people to buy the same album over and over again.
For me, the problem is like I've never liked the Torture Poets department, so for me, she's coming from 2 flops. So like I get what you mean. Like I don't see her having like new fans. I see like disappointed in some of us, or people still buying it. But for me, it's like she need to get some rest, think about her music, and that's the thing. Like, and I have to say something. We always have this drama every time that Taylor releases an album. Like, oh my God, like look what she did and the last album and what she presents now. It was always like this.
Yes, but I do feel like this time is a little bit worse because I feel like a lot of Swifties are. I think a lot of the discourses are like they don't feel, first of all, relatable to her anymore, and second, they kind of feel like she you know, like she was kind of working on her image and the way that she was coming across, and now I feel like she took steps back.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like she's coming across as everything people say about her, that she only thinks about men, that she's vindictive, that you know, she's always the victim, and I think this album is a representation of her.
Yeah. No, for me, like I cannot go against this because I feel like she got stuck. For the past 3-4 years, he got stuck in the same. You know, it seems like it's the same Taylor as 4 years ago or 5 years ago. The only
I wish, because 4 years ago it was really folklore. For me, this is even.
Well, from Midnights, let's say, you know, because Midnights.
I think she's a lot worse right now.
No, but what I mean is like there's not evolution in her sound, evolution in her lyrics. Actually, like, you know, some of these lyrics are really bad. Like it's giving me from.
But not even, you know, because for me it's not even about the lyrics being silly. I think they're just bad. Like when you listen to them, you're
basic.
like, oh, no, yeah, they're just, oh, girl,
everything is basic. Everything is like what Taylor is always giving to us.
Yeah.
You know, and at some point when you have all these eyes on you, especially now after the biggest tour ever, you know, like, you know, all the eyes are on you, you cannot just present this. You know, for me, it's a lack of passion, a lack of trying to present, you know, like you could have played with the production so much more.
I'm just scoot on over and let you whack him. Get him again. Get him for me.
If you want to put stupid lyrics, it's fine, because we already show that you're a good songwriter. Like we got many in the Torture Post department. There's like good really lines and lyrics in folklore, evermore. You know, if you want to play dumping, this one is fine, but we need to see something in some other aspects of the quality.
I think people actually would have liked a more fun album.
Yeah.
But the production, you know, the thing with the lyrics is they are so bad, but there's no production to mask them or to evolve the songs.
Yeah.
So for me, this album will flop across the board. And we haven't talked about the biggest controversy of the album, Actually Romantic.
Okay.
So again, in the previous video, you were defending Taylor. And I'm so happy that I wasn't, and I was on the right side of history. Are you joining my side?
Well, let's say something in our favor, that we recorded the video that we were talking before, and we recorded on Friday. So, you know, all this conversation that we had happened before the internet went crazy.
Yeah, because,
so, you know, let's say that about us. You know?
Yeah, but that's even worse, because it's like, you know, we are not the only people to think these things. It's the whole internet, and I feel like it's very clear the things that she didn't write, and she's giving ammunition to the haters. I don't think I'm a hater.
Lies, lies, and more lies.
But I think I'm objective, but I tend to dislike her.
And also the people like that loves the drama. You know, we were enjoying Cardi B against Nicki. Like every time that there's a feud between two pop girls, we are all there for the drama.
Yeah.
So, you know, actually, after, I think it was last night, Sunday night, charlixcx posted this, it was on Twitter?
What did she post? Oh, the thing that I show you?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, she posted a video of her, well, it was not her, somebody in the recording studio, and then it was kind of like a suspense music to like building up to something. So, who knows what she's cooking up?
But of course, she's gonna release a song, and I don't think, you know, in my mind, I don't think she's gonna wait for an album to drop the song. I think he's gonna drop it as just like a diss track, like an answer to Taylor, not belonging to anything.
You know what the smartest thing she could do? Just ignore her. I am sure, you know, for me, like now it's no more about is this song fair to do towards Charlie or not, because I'm sure Charlie is, I think this is like the biggest gift she could have given Charlie, because now she's getting so much attention and positive attention, because everybody, even all of the Swifties, are on her side. So I'm sure Charlie is doing a fat line, and she's just having like a little, she's like having a little smirk, like.
Yeah, I have to say, like, her answer is a little bit over the top. You know, when you listen, because after the episode, I was listening again Sympathies on Life, which I love the album.
I've been listening to like on repeat.
And you know, like clearly, yes, like if I'm Taylor, you know, I'll be a little bit like, why is she saying all of this about, I didn't know all these feelings she had about me. And also, like, if you have listened to like this thing about the boring Barbie look, you know, but the song itself is not really against Taylor.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
it's just open up about, oh, you know, like every time that I'm next to someone, it reminds me in a way how I'm not getting to my own expectations. I'm always gonna be on the second league, and for so long we've been talking. I mean, we are fans of charlixcx for like 10 years, and you know, we always have put her like in a league B or league C of pop divas. You know, she's never been there. So you know, if we see that, imagine herself like sharing a space with the biggest star of this decade. And I think Taylor, like, it can come across like, you know, like this way of, you know, oh, I think you're in love with me, and not man has ever loved me like you did. You know, it seems like, at first I thought it was more like the Calvin Harris song, I forgot that you existed, but it's not, because that one was more like, oh, you know, I was in so much pain, and then one day everything was clear.
Yeah.
In this one, it's just, it's mean. It's like all the internet is saying, you know, it's like you're undermining someone, like you're just like invalidating her feelings, and it's a nice thing to say, like, you know, like the fact like I feel less in your presence is a good thing. I'm saying a good thing about you, so you know, like,
and you know, she could have resolved it in another way, like, you know, she could have acknowledged it, you know, made a song about what it's like to be the biggest artist on the planet and putting these kind of feelings towards other people. That would have been interesting.
Like Lord.
Yeah, kind of, you know.
Remix, like Girl So Confused.
Yeah, so and you know, the lyrics are so superficial, are so...
The Chihuahua.
Yeah, for me that's the worst line. It's not the cocaine one because, yeah, who cares?
Because Charlie always has been really open about
but being a toy Chihuahua in a purse barking at me is like...
Yeah, so...
She missed the mark.
Yeah, she missed the mark.
Across the board.
Well, you know, talking about across the board, and we didn't talk about the different magazines and all the critics are saying about the album. Of course, like, we gave her a 6.2 out of 10.
Which was too high for me. But we are a team, so...
Yeah, and we are quite online. Online? Yes, aligned with most of the critics, like Pitchfork today.
5.9.
59?
5.9, yeah.
59, yeah, 5.9.
But can we talk about Rolling Stones? 100%.
And The Guardian. Because The Guardian...
it was 80, no?
No. The Guardian, it was a 2.
Ah.
You know, for me, this is like, no. Well. You know. But then we got on the other side.
Yeah, which is 100. I mean, she bought it.
100%.
I'm sorry.
Like the score. When you go through all the Rolling Stone scores for Taylor Swift, it's all 100, 100, 195. You know, it's just not. You cannot believe that. This is not honest.
You're not an intellectual. You're a fake and a fraud.
I just want to say something about us being aligned with the culture, with the press. After we did our episode ranking Max Martin's song, Rolling Stones actually did an article, and they elected the same song as us.
Well, I'm gonna say it.
Okay, you say it.
Yeah, Baby One More Time, we chose it as the best Max Martin song ever. And you know, they did it too after a few days, so
you can go watch the video, and you know, that just shows you that we got a pulse on the culture. Unlike Taylor, we know what's coming, we know what people want. So like, comment, and subscribe.
Exactly, because is that or either the song one from it was Rolling Stones, yeah, no? Or someone from Rolling Stone is watching us. So if people from Rolling Stone is watching us and subscribe, why you're not?
I mean, we just talk shit about them being bought by Taylor. So.
But you can skip that part. Well, so yeah, like there's a mix of critiques, but the whole internet like really got this idea that it's not a great album. Actually, it's one that is lowering her reputation. Like I said before, it's been always like this. She's always received critiques about it. Doesn't matter what she does, like she's gonna receive critiques. But at this point, you know, with this album, I think they are fair critiques. You know, like she needs to go back into the studio. Well, not now.
Thank God.
Like in a while,
yeah.
Go get married, have kids, you know, and you need to come back with something completely different, something that shows us that you as an artist has grown, because your fans are growing with you. You know, like we are in expectation.
So the thing is, I don't think she's growing in the same way her fans are growing. And you know, before I feel like now she's too much on commercial success. That, you know, she's lacking, you know, things like private jets and all these, you know, all the references in the new music about fancy places and Portofino. And a lot of Swifties are saying, I cannot relate to this woman anymore.
I need to Google what she's talking about.
Yeah.
Should we? Because also last night, the music video came out, the lead single, The Fate of Ophelia. So before we talk about what you think, let's say that she announced, I think I said it already, like she's not gonna make a tour about this album, but she's gonna offer like different interviews in different podcasts and more music videos. Like she's gonna be working in more music videos. Which songs? We don't know. Probably a couple more, like I would say, like just to try to extend the.
What should the next single be?
For me, like, you know, all the fans are with Elizabeth Taylor, but for me, Opalite, but maybe Opalite is maybe too similar to The Fate of Ophelia.
I would do Opalite as well. And also, I feel like it's a bit of like a Christmas sound to it.
Yeah.
That I think it could work.
Yeah,
I think it could, like even the instruments, I think it could work well around November, December. It's definitely one of the highlights of the album.
And wait, since everything we say, like it becomes true, so you already know the second thing.
Oh, hold on. You know what we never addressed?
No.
Your comments about the Super Bowl.
Okay. Well, we are not gonna talk about this. No, we don't have time for this.
Well, just so you know, he was spiraling, trying to connect the dots, the Easter eggs, the sourdough bread, the number 47, and he was like, I'm sure she's gonna do the Super Bowl, but clearly...
Can we call my lawyer?
Roll the tapes back. I got you on camera.
But we got Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
So, the music video, The Fate of Ophelia, thoughts?
It's a cute video. Gowns, beautiful gowns.
No, I have to say that.
She looks good.
Yeah, she looks good. Like, I think like the production is really good. You can tell like there's a big budget in here. Like she, she's doing choreo. You know, something that, you know, like...
I mean, TikTok choreo.
Yeah, TikTok choreo, and I know, like...
And she's already posted that TikTok with the choreo.
I saw it. But, you know, like, these days, everybody is so desperate.
That is true.
And the biggest example of desperation for a TikTok...
Lady Gaga.
And speaking of shame, shame on Lady Gaga.
With the dance. Like, she tried so hard, and with this one, at least... You know, the song is giving that, you know, like a stupid choreo.
And you know, the thing is like, Taylor cannot dance. So, I don't know if the choreo was for TikTok or just to mask her lack of dancing abilities.
I think
both. So, you know, for me, this works for her.
Yeah, probably the music video is the best like she gave us so far on the era.
I mean, it's the first one.
No, but I mean, like, the album is meh.
Yeah.
The music video, well, actually, everything related to The Fate of Ophelia, it's like, it's on point, you know?
Yeah.
Another conversation will be like the Hamlet thing, like that's going on the internet, but we don't have time for this today.
Yeah, that's another thing that her fans are saying, that like a lot of her references doesn't seem being thought throughout. Like she just didn't get the whole story of Ophelia at all.
Did you read Hamlet?
No, but I read why she was wrong.
It's almost hurtful to me to watch her be so dumb.
Yeah, no, apparently, yes. Like, what she says about how Ophelia feels is not exactly... if you want to say it?
So basically, in Hamlet, Ophelia is kind of used as like a pawn between men. So everybody was... She had like no autonomy of herself. You know, he was her father, or Hamlet. Yeah, pretty much. The Life of A Showgirl. And in the end, she kills herself as like an act of taking power. So having a man to marry you is not escaping the fate of Ophelia, because if Ophelia got married with somebody, she would have been in the same pattern, so they would have been the fate of Ophelia.
Oh, look at her.
Yes, and something else I want to touch quickly, because I think we need to wrap up, because we want to keep it
it's
short
time,
and
sweet.
sweet.
I need to take my medicine.
How many songs sound plagiarized?
Oof, yes.
Yeah, I don't know how I forgot this at the beginning.
Yeah.
But it's, you know...
Life of A Showgirl. Life of A Showgirl. I say sugar, no?
We are laughing just because he always says that when I say it, The Life of A Showgirl.
The Life of A Showgirl sounds exactly like Cool from Jonas Brothers.
Yeah, and then...
there's something else.
Lord Yellow Flicker Beat.
Yeah.
And then Actually Romantic, something from the Dixie,
Yeah,
Wizard.
but actually romantic, the Vixen, I think that they're called. But, you know, I have to say that this is a very common pattern. So, you know, I will rule this one out, but the one of Jonas Brothers and the other one from Lord, which is it's part of the sound. It's not in the albums. It's
Hunger
part
Games.
of the sound. Yeah, the soundtrack of Hunger Games. So you know, it's a little bit like even more disappointing. Like
Yeah,
the fact
it just shows how much uninspired she
yeah,
is.
yeah. So
let's wrap this up.
Yes, we're gonna leave it here. So
Yeah, title changing from The Life of a Showgirl to The Death of a Pop Star.
The downfall of a showgirl. Yeah, and us as showgirls as well, we are gonna leave you. We are gonna have to work behind the stage.
Behind the burqa, like Lady Gaga.
So we will see you next time. So I hope you like it. Please comment, like, subscribe, share it with your friends and your haters, and see you.
Well, soon. I don't know when.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.